Now we're at the 12th, and this is Scott Simpson. He's 5 down to Ballesteros, making a little bit of a move in the past 45 minutes or so, but lots of problems facing Mr. Simpson, the United States Open champion. Gone right and gone into the rough, but not too bad. It's light rough on the right-hand side. They both parred the 11th hole and the 10th. So Scott Simpson, who was 7 holes down, is now 5 behind the Spaniard, who is about to drive here at the 12th. Now that's a little airborne. And a beauty. Perfect position, right-hand side the fairway. Ballesteros 5 up, 7 to play. Back to the 12th. This is Scott Simpson, second out of the rough on the right-hand side. Simpson 5 down. Well, that's not bad. Not bad at all. A little short. And Ballesteros with a great chance to get on. We've
Greg Norman at the 14th and a chance to draw level. Oh, he's got his work cut out now. That's must be at least 4 feet past.
Now Ballesteros, second shot to the 12th. 5 up. Well, that started off right at it. And right on line, a little bit short. Fractionally to the right. Now we're back to the 12th, where Scott Simpson's hitting his 3rd shot. There's a beauty. It's almost stone dead. Simpson 5 down to Ballesteros, and there he is. And we've had some very good news from the United States. Not only has Laura Davies been given her card on the United States LPGA Tour next year, but we've just heard that Trish Johnson and Caroline Pierce have qualified to play as well, and so the explosion of women's professional golf is also making itself felt on the American fairways as well. WPGA really buoyant here in Britain and Europe as Ballesteros putts for a win and just misses it. So it's going to be a birdie for Ballesteros. Conceded. He's conceded. So Ballesteros 5 holes up, 6 holes to play.
So Scott Simpson still lives, but barely. He's got to win the lot. Well, all bar 1. And that looked good. He drew that. And that's on the fairway, left-hand side. And that strange accompaniment to which they've played all day is the buzzsaws in the woods, chopping up the trees, getting them out of the way, clipping and going, and that will go on for months. Now, Seve. was a driver, but he hit it quite high and a touch anxious. But he has no need to worry. I don't think the man is around who can take 5 holes from him in a row. And there's nothing he enjoys more than an American in his sights. A couple of holes back at the match of Scott Simpson versus Ballesteros. He's in the fairway. That's a good shot. He was able to go straight at the green, although just perhaps went over the corner of the trees. This dog leg from left to right, 441 yards. That would have been 5 or 6 iron for his second. But a depressing day for the 2 Americans. One already on his way home, Larry Mize, the Masters champion, and Scott Simpson looking to go the same way against Ballesteros.
Seve with 165 yards still to go. He's behind the trees there, but I think he can safely get it over the top. In fact, the breeze is following. He could probably hit a hard 7 and get the carry. He might try and bend it round a bit with a bit of draw, starting on the right-hand edge of the green, but perhaps a better shot over the top.
That looked lovely, just right. Well, doesn't seem to care, but there's some applause coming from that end. And he's found the green. In fact, overdid it a little bit. It was a nice shot, got it up over the top of the trees, and a bit of draw as well. But a difficult putt he's left himself down this green. Some very sharp borrows. Ballesteros on the 13th green, having to putt first. A very good putt from that distance, not easy. Quite a lot of borrow and downhill. That's a 4. So now it's up to Scott Simpson to try and reduce the deficit still further. Whereas Larry Mize, the US Masters champion, has had a very good year apart from winning his big title. Scott Simpson really that was his one big achievement. He's had a number of high places, but really not one of the really top players in the world. So 13th green, he has this to get another hole back from Ballesteros. Well, at least he got it past the hole, but that's a half, and halves are no good to him. He's now 5 down with 5 to play. And of course, were he to win the last 5, well, he'd go into extra time. But now I think that's, well, that's a flight of fancy.
Now on the 14th tee, Seve Ballesteros, who is Dormy 5, well not Dormy, but 5 up on Scott Simpson. Of course they continue to a finish, whatever happens. Well, it must be close. Oh, there it is. There it is. So he's safely on, and that must be the ball of Scott Simpson there. Simpson, of course, must win every hole to keep this going, so realistically he too will be on his way back to the US of A with Larry Myers.
Oh, the 14th green, Ballesteros with 2 putts for the match. He's 5 up, 2 putts will do it. Nicely to the hole side. Scott Simpson moves over. Thank you very much for the game. Seve goes through by 5 and 4.